Okay, today we're going to learn the importance of matanos levyonim. We started already yesterday with that shiur. At the matanos levyonim, which is tzedakah, basically for anim, it's not the same as regular tzedakah. So we see a few differences over here. A, the Bach brings that what it says in the halacha, chayav kol odom liten matanos levyonim. The Bach says over here, kol odom, it includes afilu oni a makabel tzedakah, even it's oni himself is makabel tzedakah, chayav liten mimashanosnu loy l'shar levyonim bepurim. You have to give also from his tzedakah, you're receiving tzedakah. You also have to give from his tzedakah matanos to other aniyim. He says the end in matanos bepurim kedin shar tzedakah. He says it's a difference in different other tzedakah. If the ani that makabel tzedakah is the recipient, he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have to give tzedakah. The minimum you have to give is shlisha shekel b'shana. That's the minimum. But after that, if he doesn't have enough from what to receive, he doesn't have to give that. Over here, it's like he said, it's like arba koises b'Pesach. Even the ani shebanim have to have somehow get the arba koises. You have to give also. It's part of the mitzvah sadei. You have to give matanos levyonim. Yeah, he says, and sending all the other mitzvahs. Afilu mashalach manos chayovim boyanim. Aval pisha lo yafsik lo b'sudosam le'echal atzmam. Even though I don't have enough for myself, what I'm going to give? It says that they have to do all this. And like the Gemara brings, if there is such mamash, Baruch Hashem, I don't think we have such a thing today. But even chaz v'sholem, somebody in such a matzav that he cannot give anything, they could change. This says from the two anim could change with each other their matanos levyonim, their mashalach manos ishlereyu, so they could do that. Okay, that's one difference. That now the Pri Chodosh he disagrees with the Bach on this. He holds the only that misparas minat tzedakah doesn't have to give matanos levyonim. However, most poskim agreeing with the Bach, and that's how the paskin. All the poskim achronim also, including the Mishnah Berurah, the all paskin that even on yam misparas minat tzedakah himself receiving matanos levyonim, we have to also give out matanos levyonim. Now, there's another difference over here. L'gabe matanos levyonim of Purim, tzedakah of Purim, than the rest of the year. There's a whole big machloikes. And many opinions from all the way from starting from the Tanoim all the way to the Poskim. If people designated a tzedakah for a certain purpose, are you allowed to change it to another purpose now? You collect it for one thing, could you change it now? A different opinion, who could do it, who cannot do it. And another shaila also, if you promise tzedakah, it's already a neder, you have to fulfill it. What happens if you thought of giving tzedakah? You didn't promise anything. That your thought is obligating you, like your speech or not. So by Hegdesh, we're saying your thought obligating you. By Tzedakah, okay, there's so many opinions on it. L'maitzel legabe, this inyan of matanos levyonim, the Beis Yosef brings from Agos Oshri, he says, Kosav Agos Oshri perekamadom megilam, moed shechoshav beliboy l'chalkoi b'yom Purim, money that you were thinking already, I'm going to put aside so much money to give out to the anim on Purim. It says, eno rashay l'shanoisam. So you cannot change them, even though, like I said, in some cases we're allowed to change from one tzedakah to another. It depends if it's Anshe Ir could do it, or Gaboim could do it, or the person himself could do it. It's a lot of halachas l'gabe this inyan. Over here he says, by Purim, I didn't say anything. I just thought I'm going to give so much money to the anim, I have to give it to them. I can't give it to anything else. It says like this, V'nire sha'atam, that's what the Beis Yosef adds. The reason he's so machmir on it, mishum desvir that tzedakah mechayva b'machshova, k'mo shesovrim k'tzat poskim, k'mo shekosov b'tur yeredeh siman ranach. So, could be that the Beis Yosef hold in any tzedakah that the Hagoyes Oshri hold, it's like the hekdesh that you thought about, you have to fulfill it. Some holding no, it's by tzedakah, but by Purim al kapanim, some hold that the pshat in the Hagoyes Oshri. By Purim al kapanim, it's a different inyonim and Purim matanos than the regular tzedakah. That even when machshava you thought to give tzedakah, you have to give it to that purpose. Okay, there's one more nakuda I want to bring over. I think many people misunderstand the inyan of matanos of Purim, a lot of people are going to hear, they're going to say on Purim, I want to give it bo bayom. They want to give it to somebody who they know it's a real oni. They want to make the mitzvah properly. They want to get bo bayom. The main inyan of matanos levyonim on Purim bo bayom taket. The taket says not even to give them earlier. The reason for it, to give it bo bayom taket as an inyan, because the main purpose of matanos is they should have a good meal on Purim. They should have a good meal. It's not just for shoes, for clothing, for other. That's every day of the year. We have to mefanas aniyah Yisrael. We have to worry for them. They should have what they need. Purim, but Davka, we worry about the should have a good sudas Purim. So that's why it's bo bayom. Make sure to give them the day before. The poskim saying he might spend the money on something else. You want to have sudas Purim again. So according
the time to prepare the meal.
Okay, so the Indian is it comes out like this. The way, according especially the Kavacham bring from Arizal, the main Nesina should be after Megillas Esther of the morning. After reading the Megillas Esther in the morning, that's they could probably, they could probably prepare the for a bite something, right? Yeah. Anyway, or you could give them a meal to eat a good meal. You give them a good meal, choshev meal. Oh, so I'm saying that.
You can do that as in mice, or you can give them.
Oh, very good. So again, originally it was to make sure they have sudas Purim. Because since today, I mean, Baruch Hashem, today and Purim, this anim, sometimes they get rich on Purim, they give so much tzedakah, so you can say, how much can I eat already? So, the halacha says, l'chatchila, it was given for sudas Purim. A moiser, whatever it's left over, you could do something else. That's what it says over here. The Mordechai brings ad kedekach, a Mordechai berakam the Megillah, b'mokem she'en anim. He talks about when there's no. Let's say there is anim, but they don't need any more Yisudas Purim. They have plenty of food already. Yochol la'akev moes Purim shelo la'atzmai v'likol b'mokem she'yirtzat. So according to this, especially sometimes, I'm not chas v'shalom discouraging from giving big tzedakah on Purim. No, people should continue. They give big tzedakah on Purim. Sometimes they collect for some cases on Purim for the whole year. It's good. But I'm saying is, I remember there was a case in town. They were collecting money for a cause, for a poor family, and I remember the guy called me, he says, I want to give it bo bayom. If he would know this halacha, it wasn't important b'chalal to give it to me, I should give it further bo bayom, because the whole idea of bo bayom, they should have sudas Purim. Sudas Purim they have. The money they collected was for the whole year. So if you don't give it bo bayom, it's for them, keep it, that's fine. That's the Mordechai says. If you don't have anim, you keep it to give it later. Something of it. If you have the anim and they don't need the sudas Purim and you couldn't get them today, it's better to give them today. So you could keep it, give them later. The main thing is sudas Purim. So what I want to say with this, if you want to do mitzvah min mahadrin, that's very difficult would be today to do this mitzvah, to give an oni, they should have sudas Purim, because maybe somebody gave him before you is suda. What you're giving him is going to go to somewhere else already, which is okay. Again, you still could give it to him. The main thing would be, if you could invite an oni to your table for sudas Purim, then you become mukayim mitzvahs, matanos levyonim, mahadrin min mahadrin. Because you're giving him a suda now. That's the whole idea. You should have sudas Purim.
Or sponsor public.
Or sponsor suda for anim. Yes. So according to this, if people would understand that the in of moes levyonim mainly a sudas Purim la'anim, memela. Yeah, again, if there's no other choice, he doesn't need it, you're going to give it to him anyway. I'm not saying not to give it to him. Or you could keep, if you don't have any anim, like the Mordechai said, you could keep it till you find an oni, or if not an anim, then you're going to give it to other purposes too. But the idea of here of main in of sudas Purim, of matanos, it's sudas, you should have sudas Purim. And by the way, that's why we don't give him a small amount, you give him an amount that he could buy with the sudas Purim. Now, just to, the one Indian they also mentioned over here, the Kafachayim brings l'choir, we'll do on all mitzvahs, the Erais and the Rabban, we'll do brachas. Al Mikra Megillah, Al Ner Chanukah, all the other mitzvahs. How come we don't say bracha, Kedesham mitzvahs of mitzvah, litas matanos anim, litas matanos, mashalach manos eshlereu, how come we don't say the brachas? The Rashba said, he brings the Rashba over here, מה שאין מברכים על משלח מונוס ומתנוס לוויונים, כשמברכים על מיקרו מגילה, כוסף הרשב"א בתשובה סימן חי, מפני שאפשר שלא יקבלוי. The whole bracha, you're about to give tzedakah, you give mashalach manos, maybe it says, thank you, I don't want it, I don't need it, whatever, or you don't find them, or they give me bracha levatola, that's why we don't make brachas. That's according to the Rashba. However, I know when many people noyag, by the morning of Mikra Megillah, they say when you said all the brachas, and mainly the brachah of Shoson Nisim and Shechionu have in mind the mitzvahs of the day. Okay, it doesn't answer his question. The Shechionu is a very general Shechionu for the Yom Tov of Purim. But why don't you say a specific matanos levyonim? Because Shema lo yikablei. But again, in the morning when he said the brachas, and that's why according to what I mentioned before, according to Arizal, the main time to give take all the inyanim matanos levyonim mashalach manos at mamash after Megillas as reading, and then the brachas of you saying on Megillas Esther, we have in mind the rest of the mitzvahs. Okay.